This is very serious, very bad news for you on July 25th. If you leave, my dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, I saw everything before you, even knew anything. I watched the moment they planned it. I watched the moment they smiled at you and pretended to care, even while holding a plan to break your heart behind your back. You didn't know, but I did. And I allowed you to come this far because timing matters, my child. The hour has come. What they tried to keep hidden is about to be seen. Archangel Michael says this is for you. Don't ignore this. This is very serious. A very bad news is headed toward you on July 25th. And if you leave this message, or skip it like you've skipped others, you will cry so much you will not be able to understand why the pain came when it could have been stopped. That's why I allowed this message to find you now. Because I love you more than you know. Because I want to protect you before it's too late. Because I've been watching someone very close to you pretending to care. But inside their heart is dark. And yes, finally I, the Lord your God, am exposing this woman. Open this now before something terrible reaches your door. My beloved, I have tried to get your attention for days. I have spoken through dreams, through strange feelings, through gut warnings. Through people you met randomly who felt strangely familiar. But the enemy has been trying to confuse you. He sent this woman to interrupt everything I was about to do for you. She doesn't want you to rise. She doesn't want you to be loved. She doesn't want you to walk in the destiny I prepared for you. That's why she disguised herself so well. You never suspected her, did you? You even confided in her. You even shared your weaknesses, but she wasn't listening to help you. She was listening to report back to someone else. Yes, she is connected to someone you cut off long ago. And you never realized she was secretly trying to complete the plan that person started. There are things happening behind closed doors that you cannot see yet. But I see it all. The fake smiles, the hidden group chats, the curses spoken in spiritual realms while you slept, the photos of you they passed around, the cruel words said when your name came up. I am not showing you this to hurt you. I'm showing you this to save you. Because on July 25th, something was set in motion, a false situation, a deceptive conversation, a carefully crafted lie meant to make you look like the villain. And if you don't hear this now, that lie will spread so wide you won't even know where it came from. You will be left confused, broken, and weeping. That's why Archangel Michael is pleading with you. Don't ignore this. Don't delay. Don't scroll away like it's just another moment. This is divine instruction from the throne of heaven. You prayed for a sign. You said, God, show me who's for me and who's against me. Do you think I ignored that? No. I moved heaven and earth to send this message in time. You're not imagining things. The feeling you've had lately that something is off, that someone around you isn't what they seem, it's real. Your spirit picked it up before your mind could understand it. And now I am confirming what you felt but couldn't explain. There is a woman in your life who is not what she pretends to be. She calls you dear and friend and chosen. But in private she mocks your dreams. She doubts your gifts. She's even said out loud, they think they're special. She's been trying to make others doubt you. She smiles when you fall. She claps when you break. But I'm not allowing her to touch what I have anointed. You are my chosen one. My light is in you. And even when you didn't feel holy, even when you doubted your worth, I covered you with grace because I knew this day would come. The day when her deception would try to ruin everything. But she underestimated you. More importantly, she underestimated me, because I will not let the plans of darkness succeed. I have sent angels to guard your home. I have placed Michael by your side. I have whispered truth into your heart. And now I need you to act. You must distance yourself from this woman. Not because of hate, but because of protection. You cannot walk into the blessing I'm about to release. If you allow betrayal to sit beside you, you are too close to your breakthrough. The devil knows it. That's why this attack is coming now. July 25th is not just a date. It is a portal, a spiritual moment of transformation. What happens on that day could either elevate you or devastate you. It depends on what you do today. If you listen and follow my leading, I will turn the enemy's trap into your testimony. If you obey me and separate yourself from the ones I did not send, I will prepare a table before you in the presence of those who tried to destroy you. But if you ignore me again, if you pretend you didn't hear this, then when the pain comes, you will cry so much and say, "Why didn't I listen, my child? I am not angry. I am warning you because I love you. You have purpose beyond what you can see. The enemy knows your destiny. That's why he sent her. She was sent as a delay, a distraction, a disguised threat. She studied you carefully. She pretended to have the same spiritual walk, but inside her was resentment. She hated the way people loved you. She hated the way you kept rising after every storm. She hated that despite all the pain you went through, you still smiled. You still prayed. You still believed. And now she has created a story, a web of lies. And unless you pull away now, that web will tangle your name. Do not share this message with her. Do not ask her what she thinks. Do not confront her with anger. Simply withdraw. Protect your peace. Obey the Holy Spirit. You will notice strange things begin to happen as you obey. People will distance themselves. Unexpected truths will come to light. And you will feel an unusual calm begin to settle in your heart. That's confirmation. That's the sign that heaven is shifting things for your protection. You will start to hear things people said behind your back. You will notice someone trying to reach out and apologize. You will even begin to see blessings show up out of nowhere. Divine repayment for the betrayal. This is how God moves. Quiet, strategic, protective, and full of grace. But grace doesn't mean silence forever. Grace doesn't mean enabling the enemy. And now it's time to speak. So I speak through this message and say, to you, you are not alone. You are not foolish for trusting. You are not weak for loving. But now you must be wise. And you must listen. This woman has been exposed. She may try to twist it. She may cry. She may act confused. But don't be swayed. Trust what your spirit says. Trust what I revealed. Trust the signs I showed you. Her purpose in your life is over. Let her go and I will show you what I was holding all along. Because, child, while you were being attacked, I was preparing a blessing. While they were whispering lies, I was gathering evidence. While she was plotting, I was planning a comeback so powerful even your enemies will sit in awe. This is not the end. This is the exposure before the elevation, the pain before the promise, the warning before the wonder. And if you hear me now, truly hear me, I will show you that every tear you cried was not wasted. Every moment you suffered was not in vain. I will restore the years. I will redeem the time. But I must have your full trust. Don't look back. Don't try to save what I'm removing. Don't defend who I'm exposing. Just walk forward. Just believe. Just obey. And watch what happens on July 18th. Watch how I flip the script. Watch how the one who tried to ruin you is the one silenced. Watch how I defend your name without you saying a word. The woman who spoke against you in secret will find herself exposed in public, and you won't have to lift a finger, because vengeance is mine and I repay in full. This is not a threat. This is a promise. This is the love of a father who refuses to watch his child be destroyed again. You have cried enough. You have doubted yourself enough. Now it is time to rise with boldness, with clarity, with divine protection. And as you rise, every snake will slither away. Every mask will fall. Every curse will break. Because my anointing is greater than their attack, because my promise is louder than their gossip. Because I am God and I don't lose. Finally, the truth is coming. Finally, God is exposing this woman. And now, I need you to believe what I've shown you. Let go of what I didn't send. And prepare for what I'm about to release. July 18th will not be your destruction. It will be your deliverance. But only if you listen now. Only if you open this fully. Only if you trust what heaven is saying. You have come too far to fall now. You have suffered too much to miss this blessing. This is your turning point. This is your hour. This is your miracle moment. Archangel Michael stands beside you with his sword drawn. The angels are surrounding your name. Heaven is backing you. But the decision must come from you. Will you walk forward? Will you trust me? Will you believe what I revealed? Or will you go back to comfort and lose what was meant to change your life? The clock is ticking. The day is approaching. The exposure is unfolding. And your answer decides what happens next. The 3 hours have passed. The sky in the spirit realm has shifted. The divine clock struck the hour and heaven paused to see what choice you would make. And now the atmosphere trembles because a line has been drawn. The trap has either been broken by your obedience or it has activated silently without your awareness. And if it has, don't panic because even now God has made provision for mercy. But what comes next will not be light. It will not be easy, because once a divine exposure begins, there is no going back to blindness. God does not allow return to darkness once He has shown you the truth. Now you must walk with eyes wide open. If you resisted her presence, if you refused to feed the manipulation, if you said no even when your heart whispered yes, then heaven is rejoicing. The angels have encircled your life. Archangel Michael stands at the edge of your path. Sword down, smile quiet, tears in his warrior eyes because he saw what almost happened to you. He saw how close you came to being destroyed. He saw how she whispered just enough sweetness to almost convince you. But you chose light. You chose God. You chose deliverance and now everything shifts in your favor. But if you let her in, if you ignored the signs, if you said just one more chance, if you convinced yourself that your feelings were more truthful than divine warnings, then a different chapter now unfolds. Don't run. Don't cover your eyes. Don't shut down. Because even now, God says, I still love you. I still want you. I still will rescue you. But this time, you will feel what it's like to walk in the consequences of ignoring prophetic warning. And yes, she will smile. Yes, she will comfort, but it won't last, because the trap is timed. The illusion will crack. You will begin to feel drained. You will feel anxious. You will feel surrounded by confusion. You will see small blessings break apart. You will lose clarity. And when that happens, remember this message. Remember, it was never about her. It was about the spirit she carried. She was a vessel, a puppet for a darker power. She was sent with instructions. Delay your journey. Slow your calling. Break your heart again so you could lose faith in your own intuition. But heaven loved you too much to stay silent. And that's why even now this continuation is being written, because the story isn't over. The trap may have sprung, but the miracle hasn't been cancelled. You can still be pulled from it. You can still escape. You can still choose to walk away. And the minute you do, angels will respond like fire. They will burn the cords. They will shut the doors. They will reverse the curses. But you must act now. No more delay. No more doubt. No more defending someone heaven has already exposed. And if you walked away, if you escaped, then get ready. Get ready for your name to rise in places it was rejected. Get ready for doors to swing open you thought were shut forever. Get ready for your soul to feel peace again. A peace that doesn't feel threatened by hidden motives. Get ready for money to flow, favor to reign, and restoration to multiply. Because the energy around you is now clean. The woman who polluted your spiritual environment is gone. And when contamination is removed, prosperity flows. But be careful, because she will return not in the same face, not in the same form, but the same spirit will try again. She will come through another person, another relationship, another door. And you must remember what you learned. You must not forget the feeling you had when God said, "Open this now." Before, that is your signal. That is your proof that what you feel in the spirit is more accurate than what you see in the natural. You were chosen to carry a high calling. That's why these tests are so extreme. That's why the attacks have been personal. That's why the betrayals have felt suffocating. You were never just meant to live a normal life. You were chosen to break generational patterns, to heal ancestral pain, to speak truth that shifts atmospheres. And for that reason, the enemy doesn't send low-level distractions. He sends counterfeits that look like blessings. He sends people who carry your weaknesses in their mouths. People who know how to touch the version of you that still wants to be loved by anyone who says the right words. But God says, "I'm teaching you how to see deeper." You will no longer be moved by pretty speeches or flattery. You will no longer need outside confirmation to know who belongs in your life. I am raising your discernment. I am sharpening your vision. I am anointing your ears. From now on, when a snake speaks, you will hear the hiss behind the honey. You will know the lie inside the compliment. You will feel the poison behind the praise, because you are not just protected, you are activated. Your gifts are awakening, your dreams are becoming clearer. Your inner knowing is roaring now, the veil has been torn. You no longer live in fear of confrontation. You no longer fear being called too sensitive. You are not sensitive. You are spiritual. You are not dramatic. You are prophetic. You are not overthinking. You are discerning. And from this day forward, you will walk in truth, even if it means walking alone. Because the truth will protect you. It will preserve you. It will place you exactly where God has always wanted you to be, in alignment, in favor, in purpose, in overflow. There are still people who don't believe you. They don't understand how someone could appear so kind, so supportive, and still be so dangerous. But they weren't the target. You were. That's why you saw the truth first. That's why God revealed it to you first. And that's why it's your job to obey. You don't need their agreement. You only need heaven's instruction. And you've been given that already. Now comes the rebuilding, the resetting, the refreshing, and yes, the rewards. Because when you pass spiritual tests, you unlock divine treasure. Watch how the next 3 days unfold. Watch who reaches out. Watch what invitations come. Watch how you suddenly feel lighter. This is not coincidence. This is divine order. You did what many refused to do. You let go of what was falsely comforting. You chose God over company. You chose truth over emotional convenience. And for that all of heaven stands with you now. The trap has been revealed. The woman has been exposed. The spirit has been dismantled. And your destiny has been reactivated. The time of silence is over. You are not crazy. You are not wrong. You are not dramatic. You are anointed. And from this moment forward, no weapon, no woman, no whisper will be able to prosper against you. Do not look back. Do not explain. Do not apologize. Let them say what they want. Let them play innocent. Let them act confused. You know the truth. God knows the truth. The angels recorded the truth, and the truth is what sets you free. Let her play her games in the dark. Your life is moving into the light. You have crossed over. The trap missed you. The curse missed you. The counterfeit missed you. And the blessing is chasing you now. Archangel Michael says this is for you. Don't ignore this. This is very serious. You must not look away. Not today. Not now, not when heaven is speaking directly to your soul. This message comes not from fear, but from love. But it is still a warning, a divine alert. Something is approaching, and it has been hidden from your eyes until now. The date has been written in spiritual link. July 18th, very bad news is being prepared against you. Someone has already spoken your name in a secret room. They think they are successful. They believe their plan is working. But God sees it all. Archangel Michael says they are making the biggest mistake of their life because you are not alone. You are protected. But you must know the truth. You must prepare your spirit. You must understand how serious this is. On the 18th of July, a moment will arrive that tries to shake you. A message that tries to enter your life like a storm in the night. It might come through a phone call, a whisper, a misunderstanding, or even silence that hurts more than words. It will try to make you feel like you're not worthy, like something is falling apart. But let us tell you now what feels like a breakdown is actually a breakthrough in disguise. This is not punishment. This is exposure. This is revelation. This is divine cleansing. God says they think they can play with your destiny. But I hold your destiny in my hands, not theirs. I have the final say. I know the truth behind the mask. I know who has been smiling in front of you while throwing thorns behind your back. I know who pretends to be light but walks with shadows in their heart. And I know your tears. I know your loneliness. I know how much you've wanted someone to finally tell you the truth. So here it is. You have been targeted because of the light you carry. You have been attacked because of your divine favor. You have been lied to because your spirit is sacred. But that ends now. Do not be afraid. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You just have to trust God. This situation is not out of control. It is under divine management. Every move that was meant to destroy you is now being reversed. Heaven is stepping in. Archangel Michael says, angels have already been dispatched. One is standing at your front door. One is standing by your bedside, another is walking with you when you step outside.